Hello viewers, welcome to SWAT TV Africa. Today we have a crucial and very important topic to discuss. But before that, I have with me here
Asla Inyebuzo, aka Fine Girl.
Honorable Ugly Kid. Don't mind if you say it fine.
Some people are jealous, so obviously I'm very beautiful, you know that.
If you're beautiful, why will your hair be under your glasses? Eh?
I beg.
Okay. Don't mind us. Today, like I said before, we'll get important story to talk about because this one we no need to use big grammar. They talk this one because this one is very important. Important. Don't be so.
Now so.
Okay, what we going to talk today now about government. We talk say government are the major reason for untimely death in Nigeria. All these deaths wey go hear say person die young, die this, die that, die when the time never reach. Government hand there. If they want, make dem come make we contest am. But we get proof, we get evidence, we get points that we are going to be hitting today. Number one point, we hit on security, we hit on road, we hit on health, we hit on education, we hit on employment, housing and the architectural plans, judiciary, border and boundaries. So we have so many ways, so many points we are going to hit on today. So let's start with the security.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of security, like I said before, remember the topic, say government get hand for untimely death. For example, you dey for your street, armed robber begin to dey rob and you call police. We all know sometimes police dey come when armed robber don rob finish, they begin to arrest people wey even no know wetin happen. So let's assume say our government come equip our security people, give them gun because I get one wey happen wey policeman wey armed robbers dey run for road and police people dey pass. So as they pass, na im dey come hear say armed robber dey rob. So and there are 7 policemen. So they wan shoot. At the end of the day, either 2 or 3 their gun no good. 2 carry tear gas. Na only 2 wey their gun good. So let's assume say our government equip these people, equip our security agencies, give them better gun and everything, therefore defeat those armed robbers. Do you understand?
Yeah,
And 2
yeah.
people can't lose their life for the whole thing. And when these people lose their lives, now when they shoot between the police and the armed robber. And from wetin we hear say na policeman mistakenly maybe flying bullet or whatever, stray bullet come hit person.
And
Do you understand? So
yes.
government hand there, they no equip the police well. Even the training, shooting training, they no train them well. So like I said, so many things dey happen for security wey our government dey where their hand dey. Una hear wetin dey happen on non-gun men, on gun no men, on gun or whatever gun. You know, if say our security dey good, those things for no dey happen. So na the fault of government. So which one you get to talk?
Actually, I need to talk about the roads.
Okay.
Like, when it comes to the roads, like, I don't know. It's if I say bad, it's on a statement. Our roads are becoming something like, I don't know how I'm gonna put it. A lot of potholes, gallop, which is actually leading to accidents. Like accident, that's my own. If you go this road, accident, this one, car wey don spoil, car wey don break down. You know, even let me just say something. I know like this road wey dey for Okigwe.
Okigwe roads, Okigwe Express, Federal Road, yeah.
Federal road. Like a pregnant woman cannot go to that road because it might lead to miscarriage. You dey go, you dey ha. So please, and we need as in the roads I mean is actually lead to like is lead to and it actually led to some of the accidents which have been occurring.
Yeah, because you know, like that Okigwe road you're talking about, I've been to that road several times and there's one particular pothole. That pothole is very dangerous because that pothole, let's assume a stranger that doesn't know the road happens to apply the road at night with speed. honestly it's going to be an accident, a very serious one that might lead to death. Do you understand? So most of the road accidents they do have in Nigeria is that most of them are caused by the government. You will see a particular road that's supposed to be double lane, it will be one lane. You will see a road that's supposed to have a speed limit, have a road sign. You know, at the end of the day, most times you will see police chasing all these
Bus driver.
bus drivers, trailers. We have seen so many happening. In fact, all these things you will be seeing it on the screen. We are going to put some of these things on the screen so that you see what we're talking about. Or police chasing bus driver, chasing trailer. At the end of the day, to fair break. At the end of the day, what
If
will
it
result
just
to
because of
death?
common 15 naira,
Yes.
if you don't give them 15 naira, you're dying instantly.
So
like,
those things, that one is caused by our government.
our
They need to
government,
fix our
yes.
roads. They need to put the proper things that's supposed to be on the road. So we'll be talking about the health. Health is one of the important issues. Government, not just the government, even you and I. For example, we don't our hospitals are not well equipped. Most of these government people, what they do is they go to abroad to treat themselves, while we, the citizens, we, the people they are working for, will go to local hospital. And now let's talk about the health issue. For example, if our hospitals are well equipped, there will be no need for these people to fly out. Now, let me use the FMC as an example. I've been to Federal Medical Hospital, I've been to private hospital, I've been to different government hospitals. You see that these people are not doing their job. In a case where they will bring somebody for an emergency, you will see doctors, they will feel reluctant of taking care of the patient. They will tell you, we don't have space, there is no bed, there is no this, and that person will stay there, will be there and die. An emergency.
Let me
Yes.
use let me use
Okay.
myself as an example.
Okay.
You see FMC, I can never forget what they did to me the day I nearly died. I was rushed to
Did you die?
I did not die, I got saved.
Okay, I thought you died.
No.
Okay.
But if not for the grace of God, I don't know whether you see me sitting down here like good. Like I was rushed to the hospital. My mom was the person that went to meet the nurses and the doctors. Guess what they said?
No.
No space.
No space.
And my mom came back, like came into the car. I was somehow hearing what they were saying, but I don't know where I did say, but I know that they hear someone. But I can remember vividly what she said. She was like, "People are lying helpless on the floor. Some are bleeding, some are conscious. It's fact. People are lying on the floor." And she said to me, "Bossy, if her inside, they can who patient do now."
That's too bad. First of all, talk about the health system, and talk about accidents, and talk about emergencies. Not just the government. We are supposed to, be part of it. I can give you an example. In Houston, Texas, this one I witnessed this. This one is not a story, or they told me, or whatever. One guy got drunk, and at the end of the day, he disobeyed the traffic law by running the red light. At the end of the day, they had accidents, about 20 something cars. These 20 something cars we're talking about, so many of them injury, bruises, and everything.
Wow.
Some what happened? One thing is it didn't even take up to 2 minutes. More than 20 ambulance are there. You see people, you see citizens, you see road users helping people, bringing them out. They're using their own vehicle to take these people to hospital. It's not up to 3 minutes. Look at helicopter landing, ambulance helicopter, whatever, or emergency helicopter, taking people that are so critical, taking them to the hospital, flying them to the hospital with the helicopter. So let's assume these people, let's assume this thing happened in Nigeria now. You will see some people who come videoing. Hey,
Oh.
shouting. You will see some people instead of helping those people, instead of government sending in ambulance. I don't think In fact,
Can I ask you a
in
question?
Nigeria, hold on, it's only in Nigeria that I know that ambulance
Ambulance
is
is for
for dead
dead
people.
people.
Using ambulance to carry dead people. Normally, ambulance is for emergency. I know, yes, sometimes, but most importantly, it's for emergency. If you have any emergency, in fact, by the way, do you even normally in other countries when they have emergency, both security or health wise, you call 911?
Do we have 911 here?
I think we have 911.
let me
If you
tell
have
you,
to, you have
let
your
me
phone.
let me bust the ball. Let me bust it now.
Okay.
Okay. I remember the day I used my mom's phone. I was bored, like I was bored.
Okay.
I used my mommy's phone, not my phone, my mommy's phone to call 911 because I'm hearing of 911, movies, no movies, they make use of 911.
Mm.
So let me try with my mother's phone. Guess what?
What?
I'll just say, hello, can we help you? Like the voice is computerized, it's not
It's
real.
recorded.
It's recorded.
Okay, you know what? Let's we need to prove this in your saying. Since you have your phone, let's call 911 and see if they will pick.
Okay.
Let's call them. Okay. Put it on
They
speaker.
say emergency call.
Okay, put it on speaker. Keep it. We can be talking while we see if they pick. So we are calling 911 right now. Let's see if these people are really working in Nigeria, because I believe 911 worldwide is just for emergency. Do you understand? So did they pick?
Like,
Is
what
it
galabala?
or maybe they have gone to bed or something. They have gone to bed. But I must say the truth. There was a time I called some years back. I called 911. They picked, and at the end of the day, they asked me where are you calling from. Blah 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 blah. That's bad. So what we are saying is this: government need to do good in terms of all these things we mentioned, because if we have all these things, we have security, road, health, education, employment, blah blah blah. If all these things are normal, honestly, there will be no. In fact, let's use America as an example. Not even America. Let's use Vietnam. Why I said Vietnam is I'm trying to, because they will say during America is 200 years, blah 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 blah. Let's use a country that we can quantify, or we can no that we can qualify with Nigeria. Okay, Vietnam. They fought a war with America, and they won their this thing. So now Nigeria is the same thing when we had a civil war and everything. So at the end of the day, Vietnam peaked so fast. In fact, Vietnam is 100 times better than Nigeria. When you have issue, when you have a problem, you will see people. The response team will respond. Not just Vietnam, other countries like Hong Kong, Cambodia. I just want to call country that we can qualify with Nigeria. Do you understand? So our government need to do something about all these things. The health is very very important. Emergency. When all these things happen, you will find out that there will be no ambulance. No ambulance will come in. For example, the one that baffles me the most is about this thing you said before about the issue of gunshot. You understand?
Yes.
You see some patient, they will bring somebody that got shot at the hospital. At the end of the day, you find out that the doctors will not attend to the person. They will be like, we need to get a police report.
Why someone is dying? Like,
So why can't they just treat this person and they're supposed to have communication or link with the police when such thing happen. Keep treating this person while you call the police to communicate, to know if they are aware of, or maybe for them to come and investigate. So all these things, and another thing of in most countries, health or medical whatever is supposed to be free of charge, because you see somebody because of 10,000, the doctor will not treat that person. When you say okay, let's bring them to the government hospital, hospital owned by government, you will see they will not do anything. At the end of it, the person will stay there and die. So another thing, I think Imo State, one of the former governor built 27 hospitals. It's a very good one when you have 27 hospital added with health center, federal medical center, and other general hospital and everything. If let's assume this governor completed or maybe finished this hospital and is working and is up to standard, honestly, that state will not have issue of health or life or whatever, whatever. Because every corner we see hospital.
Yeah.
So these are the things we need in the country. We need our government to fix all these things, make our health system work, make our emergency response work, make our roads good and security. So I think you talk more on education.
Yeah. Education. Thank you, Roberta. This part, like some schools, like some schools will go to a school, check their environment. Man, you will scream. Like government schools. What is a government school? A government school is owned by government.
Public school.
Yeah, okay, call it public school, is
Yes.
true. But when you go to government schools, you see more, you see a completed building falling.
Yeah.
You see dirty environment. You see, like, I'll ask myself, what is happening? Is it that the government is not working, or are they not like coming to the schools to check up on the children to know how they are coping? You know, okay, like this one I saw, I nearly cried. They are in actually they are an assembly ground, but I think it was a flood. Yeah, a flood. Yeah, rain fell that day, but there was a heavy flood. See small children and some the flood, as in some of the kids were into the water already. We are still singing Arise, O God, Patrol, Arise with
Okay,
you.
I think I saw that. Well, I saw that, and to be honest, uh, that's not good. So, but there's one I saw. There's one I had, not I saw. You know, I think the kids they were in class learning, and the wall collapsed. You
Whoa.
understand? So let's assume that war killed one of the students or whatever. It's going to be a bad thing, you know. So um, the government needs to work on our educational system to make sure they supply whatever the students need. You know, other than students studying in an uncompleted building, a building that has no roof and stuff. I believe we must have had some bad incident that must have happened based on that. But okay, that's okay. We'll be going on. We're taking on employment. You know, employment. Right now, we are not here to talk about government giving us job or whatever. We are talking about employment protection. Okay, the system is not well organized. The employment system in Nigeria. Okay, now it's not all about government workers. We talk about private sectors. Do you understand? Because I've seen a situation where an employer refused to pay employee. Next thing, sack. The employer sacked the employee, and at the end of the day, that employee did not receive the salary up to this moment. I think about 3 or 4 months. So this can make somebody commit suicide, can make somebody even that employer's life is at stake, because some people will be angry and maybe they might get into fight and another thing will happen. So all those things can frustrate one. For example, if somebody works for 3 months, you are owing somebody for 3 months and the person no salary. Do you understand? Now it will make this person to start thinking bad, either to go and steal or to go and do something evil. We all believe that, despite we have not seen anyone, but we believe that such thing must have led to something, that will cost someone's life. You understand? So governments need to put more eyes. They need to regulate our employment system in a way whereby have a department that will be in charge. If you feel that maybe your employer is not doing you right, they call it workforce. If you feel that in America it's called workforce, if you feel that your employer is not doing something right, what you do is this: you call the number, see oh, they are maltreating me, or they are doing this, or they are doing that. Then they will send some people to go and investigate on that. At the end of the day, if the employer is wrong, they are going to fine the employer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now all those things, can lead to untimely death.
Yes.
All those things can lead to damage in a situation whereby you are owing somebody. The person will plan and steal, will plan and do something evil. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that evil that person did might not result to that particular death, that
Maybe
moment.
at the
Maybe
point
at the
of
point
stealing now,
it's ahead.
he or she might experience this, what is called
Jungle
jungle
judgment.
justice.
Yeah, jungle justice.
Yeah, jungle justice. I
Exactly.
like, okay, there's a day I was going for, I don't know, I forgot what, on my way I saw dead bodies, like two guys lying on the floor, burnt, and two of them were burnt. I was like, I came out, I was like, what happened? You know they say, that they are restraining our shop seat, so today we call them. No! I was like, is it the reason why you punch these people? Why can't you call the police then, But see, Alicia, it's not their fault. I mean, they are stealing,
Yeah,
people's
yeah,
properties.
but still,
But
yes,
see,
you're not
it's the
supposed to take the
government,
law
yes,
into your hands. So
yes.
it's government responsibility to give employment.
Okay, I know a guy, he was my coach. I have to use myself, viewers, for example, because this is getting out of hand, and we need to call for help. Our government are not doing anything. I know of a guy. Yes, he was my coach. He was my coach. Oh yeah, he has graduated. Oh. He has first class. He has all the degrees. Blah 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 blah. Do you know what? I don't. In fact, as I'm talking to you now, he is critically down. He is depressed. Sometimes he will come to my house and be explain to my mom, or work or panky or another kind of thing. He's just regretting ever, finishing graduating from school, like that job, like
no job.
nothing, like
Yeah,
I don't know.
no job.
Wow, government kids are abroad working, doing this, doing that. Then the citizens are just helpless. And it's not good.
It's not good at all. It's not good. So government have to create employment, because most of these youth, endanger their life in hard drug and
Cultism.
cultism and all those things, because if you have what you are doing, if you have something that gives you money every day, you will not try to do some other nonsense that will take your life.
And you know the funniest part, what's the name of this drug that came in?
Okorommiri.
Eyes.
Eyes.
Just and it's killing our youth.
Yes.
Because they are depressed. Most of them are graduates. They don't know what to do again.
Yeah.
They are depressed, and I'm coming kids are in abroad, America,
Yeah,
doing good.
That's too bad. That's too bad. So we're going to look into the housing and the architectural plan. When we talk about housing, honestly, our housing system is zero in Nigeria. You see somebody anywhere you see that they just go and build without the people in charge, the department, housing department, coming to inspect. Even not even that, mostly when they come to inspect and see that this place you're not supposed to build on this place, when you bribe them, if you sort them, they will let you go. Let me use this thing that happened at Lagos, that Ikoyi building collapse, that
Okay.
21-story that collapsed.
Whoa.
I heard that news, and I got information that the original plan wasn't 21 story. I think they approved for maybe 9 story or something like that. But due to they started bribing and everything. So let's assume that particular department, the people that that approve that, try to monitor the building project, the building process, and they found out maybe, wow, we said 9 and they are building 10 or 11. Well, they have to stop working. They will have to stop the building. So now those lives that those people that died during that process of this thing, do you think that life was taken by the contractor or by devil or by owner? Is because it's from the government. It's government's fault because they are not doing their job. You approved. this place we are going to build 8-story building,
Because
and you see they are building 20-story, 15, 16, 17.
it
Government
gets
could not do
quiet.
anything, they kept
They get
quiet.
quiet because of bribes.
So any house, I believe any house that collapsed in Nigeria, whether life or no life, is caused by government. So let's talk about judiciary. Judiciary, our judiciary system is so bad that most almost 20% of the prisoners, almost 20% of those that they will say are hanging or life imprisonment or die sentenced by hanging or whatever, most of them are innocent.
Yes.
Most of them are innocent. When we talk about the police, I had this story where a policeman, I think this happened some years back. Somebody was confessing, or a policeman did a confession that God should forgive him, or that he set somebody up, putting a gun on the person's vehicle, blah blah. They arrested the person. He wrote some statements. People was like, okay, go and confess so that they will bring this person. They said they have killed this person. Do you understand? So if our judiciary system can investigate on that, if government can put, okay, for example, this judiciary we're talking about, in fact, judiciary is the main point here.
Yeah.
Why I say judiciary is the main point is because now somebody will go and contest for an election and fail. Okay? Now, the winner will be counting on judiciary as the last hope of a common man. Because the meaning of judiciary is the last hope of a common man. Hoping that yes, well, there is evidence that I won election. By the end of the day, judiciary will come, do the amagomago, and bring somebody that did not win election, somebody that doesn't have any vision, any mission, vision, passion for the country. Bring that person, make the person a governor or a president. At the end of the day, anything, any wrong that that person did, anything, any death, any life that was lost, not only blaming the governor or the president, the judiciary, the consequences will also be on the judiciaries too. Because if they will say, okay, we are contesting for the election, no problem, I won, and there is evidence, and judiciary knows about the evidence. Okay, for example, okay, let me not mention any name right now or any state. Okay, we all know the truth. So if the judiciary will say, okay, now I'm going to stand by this. From the evidence, from what to have, this person won this election. Because of maybe they will give them bribe, or because of the organ at the top will call everything, they will swindle everything, which is not good. So judiciary, you people are part of all this. If the judiciary, which is also part of the government, they can, put their hands clean and do whatever they are supposed to do, all these things will not happen.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about this case. Like when someone brings case like to the table, instead of the lawyer to look deeply down to that case, he will just conclude.
The lawyer or the judge?
Sorry, the judge. The judge will just conclude that yes, he's guilty because of maybe they have actually bribed. They actually bribed him. 'Cause I know of a case. A guy was accused by his boss, what is it called, guy,
Yeah.
and due to I don't know why the Oga accused the guy, because some men don't allow their fellow man to progress. I've noticed this in England. I've noticed it. So he reported the guy to the police station. From there, he carried. So they accused the guy of stealing his properties, then selling them to another people, that kind of thing. So he reported the case to police. The police carried to the law. Then before you know it, they sentenced the poor guy like 8 years imprisonment.
That's too bad. That's too bad. So
The boy did not do anything.
yes. Please. This judiciary we're talking about is you and me. Tomorrow you might be a lawyer and you'll be promoted to judge or whatever. So when we get there, we should do the right thing. Let's talk about the border and boundaries. So we'll talk about the border and boundaries. Like right now, we all know what is happening. The government will say the Boko Harams are from another country, the Fulanis are from another country. Who allowed them to come in? All those guns and bombs and whatever they are using, is it not through the border? So government need to tighten up the border. Government need to tighten up the border. All these illegal draw, all these smugglers and everything, all of them comes through the border. So government need to do something about the border and tighten up the border. Let there be a border security. If you don't have security, employ more. And whatever government can do on our security agencies in order for them not to be taking bribe. If you go to other countries, they have body cameras. Whatever they are doing, when they are giving bribe, that camera is capturing it. Whenever your camera, go off, you are in trouble because it's supposed to be charged 24 hours. So please, governments need to do something about all these things you mentioned.
Especially security, because I can't, you know, like our governor, Popu Zodima, is escort. No escort means now.
Mhm.
The escort is more than the security in State.
Yeah, they are taking, they are trying to, take a protection measure because of what is happening in the country. So I think we're going to round up right now. We have talked something about security. We mentioned road. We mentioned health, education, employment, housing, and architectural plans,
Judiciary,
judiciary,
borders
borders, and
and
boundaries.
boundaries.
So please, we all have to, make sure any role we know we can play on these things we mentioned. Let's play it. Let's help one another. When you see somebody dying, even if you are driving, you see an accident or whatever, stop by and check what is happening. See how you can help. You don't know if it's your brother or your sister or somebody you know or your friend. So we all need to join hands together and make sure we achieve whatever we can achieve. We make sure we support the government. Despite the government are not supportive, but we try to do whatever we can to make our country a better place. Thank you very much, and
We still remain at home.
yes, Mr. Swart, and
Ursula, aka Orobo Fine Girl.
thank you.